Sorry for being late. I was streaming Mugen to friends. Yeah, by Mugen I mean Sprite Club. Okay. I need playlist up. Welcome to day 34 of PMD 15th anniversary streams. That's right, we're doing writers applications, and last time we did that, we finished off on Team Lost Horseshoe, and I think Team Nomadic was 4-4. So we're gonna be starting with, where's Team Nimbus? Wait, Nimbus. There we go. So from like Team Nimbus to, I think it's Team Arrow or Team Nonsense, whichever of the two. I just want to look at the applications if you're new to this. And if anybody is new to this because they saw my most recent video of me catching on to a trend. I completely forgot what sentence I was supposed to say, but anyway. Got a Pichu Damon, a Houndor. Is he a fighter of the Nightmen? Oh, found the name Addison with a Y. I'm already getting, what is it, Trolley vibes from this? It's like this subreddit where, yeah, people talking about names that are like, they took very common names and just replaced letters or gave them extra letters to make them more unique. Raleigh, not Trolley. Raleigh. Because it's supposed to be Riley. Ah, I get it now. No, that's not it. That's not it? No. Trage Day, that's what it was. Trage Day. Found it. Also, I forgot to put the YouTube chat in the, I usually do that first, but I'm running late right now. Bubsy? Kanzi? Oh my god. Just don't. Anyway, so we got Addison and Damon. Who is this? Yeah, Team Nimbus, that's right. So I don't see bold. I do see some improper punctuation. I wonder if they were like young when they wrote this. And I think they're trying to use these single quotation marks. Or, I mean, apostrophes, Sorry. They're like apostrophes, but they're using them like single quotation marks. And they're trying to make it like thoughts. I mean, it looks like thoughts, but I couldn't be sure. My fastest time for entering a team in the official guild registrar is a touch under a few hours. Was that in the original template? I can't remember. But I could have sworn a lot of these registrings happen like, they don't happen within an hour. They happen with like 10 minutes or so. Let's see. Addison, born into a family of regular Pichus, and the mother and father were Richus. And they lost their family to Forest Fire. That's... And they just name-dropped Viridian Forest. Like, this is mainline Pokemon. No, this is not mainline. This is Mystery Dungeon. I've been alone since I can remember, and when I hatched, there was no one around, so I had to learn everything on my own. Anytime I would allow myself to trust a Pokemon, I was used and hurt. I don't trust anyone but Addison, and I'll rip anyone's head off if they even dare try to hurt her. Yep. Let's see. Rescued the Pichu. And they escaped. I may be a fire Pokemon but that doesn't mean I can live in the flames of a fire, he said as he talks to a fire type. Alright, so we got Addison, Pichu, yep. He's got Thunder Wave, Agility, Thunder, and Quick Attack. Yeah, that seems like a Pichu moveset, alright. And Damon is the Houndour, so Beat Up, Fire Fang, Crunch, and Flamethrower. That also seems like a regular Houndour moveset. Nothing really much to say with the movesets. They're just pretty standard. Alright, I see what looks like is I think that's so small I can't tell what that is, but I think it's... No, it's not Warrior Cats. No, wait. No? Is it? Okay, so last post was in 2014. And... I don't see much else. They drew stuff? Oh, they drew stuff. Then why did they make a written application then? Sort by relevance. No, sort by... Not by oldest, by newest. Oh! I missed this. Quick Claw. They have an application too, then. Oh, okay, then. So this is like one. And then there was this one that just got left behind. Don't worry, I'll put you in with the others. You won't be left out. Team Thunderstorm. Is this person still active? Hold on. 2018. No, doesn't look like it. Unless anybody knows if Gold Gust is still active somewhere. Okay, so we got a Daze, I think that's how that's pronounced, who is an Emolga. And then we got a Piplup. And Fern? Viral Paperwork. I think you accidentally got rid of something in the template. Wait, so the Piplup is named Pip. So who is Fern? And their Team Thunderstorm, yep. Seems fitting. Let's see, Pip came from a Prinplup colony. Oh, okay then. And then they met a Daze in a Thunderstorm. And they're merchants. I just realized. I didn't check to see what guild Nimbus was it in. Yep. Nimbus is... Oh, I guess they're rescuers. Alright. And then for Thunderstorm, they're Team Merchants. So, Piplup, you got Bubble Beam, Peck, Bubble, and Scald. That is 4 bubble type moves. One of these seems redundant. Because that's like 1 bubble, 2 bubble. I don't know, it just feels redundant even though they have different perks. I think Bubble Beam is like the one that you use in double battles. Let me check. Yeah, it's... Wait. Bubble Beam is the one that lowers... What? Wait, then what's the use of Bubble then? Oh, Bubble is the one that hits 2 enemies in double battles. Bubble Beam is the one that lowers speed. So why would you not want Bubble Beam then? It's stronger, it lowers speed. I mean, are you really gonna use Bubble in a double battle? I don't know. I'm getting too hung up on the practicality of having 2 moves that are like they're both bubbles. And then you also have Scald in there for burning, which is interesting. Anyway, next. For the Emolga, we got Charm, Tail Whip, Light Screen, and Volt Switch. Looks like primarily a support character, because it's only got Volt Switch as an attacking move. No flying type attacks, so they cannot defend their ally from grass type Pokemon. In fact, they're pretty much shit out of luck there. And then they have Light Screen in there. Yeah, Light Screen is the one that does special. Trying to think. This Emolga just has the vibe of I'm an assist in a fighting game and this is what I do. Oh. Move to Fur Affinity, okay. See, I think I can check that. I'm on wait, that's right. I have X cancel. I think I misspelled this name. Yeah, I misspelled it. I don't want to see Dandy's World. I want to see a username. Is it... I'm trying to think. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Get their active account. Oh my god. Okay, maybe if I go through... Yeah, that does seem about right. Wait. Is at Goldust... Is at Goldgust on Twitter not them? Seems like them. Because if this is them, then it looks active, I think. They last... If this is them, then they last posted on the 25th of April. Yeah, I managed to figure out the Auxiliar one. It's just that they also retweeted it from an account whose @ is Gold Gust. And then I went to their Tumblr and it listed their website, so I went on that website and their latest blog post was on 2026. So if this is them, then there's a chance that they might still be active online. Yeah, they don't seem to be active on other sites. Alright. Yep, I recognize that profile picture. Ellie, that's it? We don't have a team? Let's see. Minun? Is there a plusle too? Or is it just a Minun? Team Electric Red and Blue. Wait, so what's the team name? Electric Red and Blue, that's because my brother came up with it. We were going to come here together, but he was killed today. Aww. It was gonna be a sibling team. So what moves do you got, Ellie? Discharge, Copycat, Endure, and Double Edge. That is an interesting moveset right there, especially for a Minun. Though I guess it would make sense. They wouldn't have like a move that they wouldn't have a move that would help anyone because they got no one to help. Well, they're rescuers, but they got no one to team up with. They're just by themselves. That's unfortunate. Also, I just realized this application is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Anyway, did I check this? I swear, it feels like I checked this before 2014. I recognize this profile picture, though. Let's see, is it one of these? Do they have a, Well, I'm gonna read through it first. We got a Natu and a Trapinch. Interesting duo already. Kinda dig it. Also, bird. Natu's name Yachak, and the Trapinch is named Toy. And their team Sunset. That already looks like a one hell of a story. I'm trying to figure out how to... So Yachuk was just ate food, I think. They had a flower. What? Eat food, flower. That's it. And then Toy met Yachek in the desert. I swear, that seems like the type of thing I would do to piss off Callahan. Just be like, food, food, flour, food. Are you done yet? No, no, there's more. I ate food. Oh my god, I gotta find that one Discord image. It's like, where is it? My god, is there a non-blurry version of this? You know what, I'll just copy and paste the Instagram link. Like, this would definitely be me if I was talking to Callahan. I ate some cookies today and had some lemonade, and then I played some video games. I also realized TF2 profile pictures. So say Merchants Guild. The Natsu's got Psychic, Heatwave, Reflect, and Feather Dance. No attacking flying type moves. That's interesting. God, I wish. I'm gonna turn Callahan into I remember your genocides. That's what I'm gonna do. Callahan, I genocided your girlfriend. But yeah, got a strong psychic type move there. You got Heat Wave in there. That's a very good move in the sense that it's a room clearing move in the actual Mystery Dungeon games. Reflect is, yeah, you know what? Reflect is interesting, but they also got Feather Dance in there. I think Feather Dance is the one that lowers attack. Yeah, so they have a move that lowers the enemy's attack, and then they have another move that raises their defense. Or at least the defense of them and their allies. I don't know, it's another case of redundancy for me. I feel like I'd replace Feather Dance with maybe another attack, or another support move, because that could also be good. And then for the Trap Bench, we got Crunch, Dig, Earthquake, and Double Team. That does sound like a standard Trap Bench moveset. Alongside Double Team. Damn, alongside having a move that raises your raises your defense or lowers the damage of physical moves, you also got a move that makes it so it's harder to hit them. Now that is a team that would definitely piss you off. Yachek's story isn't supposed to make sense. So they were rage baiting Callahan, I think, or at least trying to. Anyway, I think I took a look at you during the art streams. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and they did sketch these two. Also, why does DeviantArt default to sorting by relevance when I obviously want to sort by the oldest? Oh my god, there's more? How many did you make? Speckled Bandits. Why does that feel like I kind of saw them before on the Tumblr Asks one? female Sandshrew, that's them right there. And a Charmander, that's them right there. Fascia? No? Fascia? Fascia? How do you pronounce that name? And then Tendon. I'm guessing Tendon is the Charmander. And Fascia is the Sandshrew? Let's see. Fascia. Fascia. Good. They made sure to let you know how it's pronounced. Though I guess it's kind of weird in writing to have to say. Sometimes it's weird in writing to have a name's pronunciation just be in there being said by one of the characters. Like, yeah, my name is Fascia. It's pronounced Fascia. Like the first time already didn't clue it in for you. But I know there are natural ways of letting that happen, like having a character mispronounce the name as they first read it, only for them to be corrected later on. Or just to have them say, my name is pronounced, something like that, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how would you naturally say this in a conversation? Why are we doing a Gel vs. Mug exhibition? Sorry, I'm watching Sprite Club on the side. Debuts is happening tomorrow. God, there's something about this template. Imagine being Callahan and having to say all these lines the exact same way. There's something about that that feels like, you know, Sans in the resets, something like that. That's somewhat of a Groundhog's Day situation. God, my English is failing tonight. And wait, what was the team name? Speckled Bandits, that's right. Okay, so Fascia is speaking. She doesn't remember anything other than Big Brother, Tendon. She was hurt, but Tendon helped healed. What? Okay, we've just always been together. We create things together like magic tricks and plans. But a few weeks ago, heard about Tau Village from an old Flygon in the mountains. He was dying, got to telling us his story, and then they told him to come there, but then he died, and they don't know why they wanted to go to Tau. Okay. And then they arrive just after Mission 5. Oh, and apparently Fascia is a baby. Her parents were eaten by a crocodile. Okay. Oh, the performers putting on magic shows. And they're rogues, of course. Alright, moveset time. Tendon, that's the first one. Flamethrower, Shadow Claw, Rock Smash, and Fire Fang. Pretty standard Charmander moveset. And the Sand Slash has Poison Sting, Dig, Sandstorm, and Sunny Day. That is an interesting Sand Shrew moveset. Yeah. Well, I've been watching a few groups on DA now for a year or so. Hey! You remember what I said? How this felt familiar from them being a Tumblr account? What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck do you mean your connection is not private? Okay. So this is what I was talking about. They have a Tumblr account. But they haven't posted anything on it in a while. They didn't do much, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. They had high hopes. Oh, they even advertised it here. They were going to try for an art application, but then they never did. No. That is sad. Dark Blaze. Whoops. Wrong folder. Kuroyuki, the Sneasel. They haphazardly threw their stuff together, it looks like. And it looks like oh, wait, there's more than one of them. Wait, what? Oh, two shiny companions. I wonder if this person was young when they wrote this, because it kind of feels like it. We don't know who these two are. Dilia and Chad. You're one letter off from having the name Chad. Oh yeah, that is a good point. I wonder if they did... Let's see, the application was made in 2012, and the last post on the Tumblr was also from 2012, so the group did not close then. In fact, if we're going down in date order, then we're still on mission 5, I think? Oh, and also straight up mention of Japanese here. Basically, my family was attacked when I was little. House burned down with my parents in it. Yeah, it's boring, since I think it's fairly common. You'd think with all these, families being tortured and houses burning down and shit, you think there would be tight security around these areas? But no. What an enchanting tale. I can see why you'd probably like to join the... And then Callahan just pauses blankly as the dial-up sound plays. still have no idea who Delia and Chod are. Left some of the template stuff in there. Okay, so Delia grew up with Yuki. What about Chod? What did they do? There we go. So Yuki is a Sneasel, Delia is a Dino, and Chod is a Curlia. Probably would have been a Glade. So the Sneasel's got Scratch, Shadow Ball, Fury Swipes, and Ice Beam. Interesting to have Scratch and Fury Swipes in the same moveset. I would kind of get it if it was like standard Mystery Dungeon, since you could just have Scratch for the move with high power points. And you could also Ginseng that up too. But Fury Swipes is the main attacking move, because like I mentioned in an earlier stream, it's a really multi-hitting moves are a real threat in Mystery Dungeon games. Also, they misspelled Fury Swipes, it's called Furry Swipes here. Anyway, the Dino's got Dragon Rage, Bite, Dragon Breath, and Headbutt. I don't know, this kind of feels like a low level Dino. And then for the Curlia, they got Psyshock, Confusion, and Future Sight. That's it. I gotta check Sarah B for Curlia's actual moveset to see if we're missing a few moves. Yep, definitely. There's like a lot of moves, and they also evolve from Ralts, so... Mission's officially done. Mission 2 and Mission 6. Mission is done, but unsure if it counts. Let's see, last post was in 2025, wow! They have a fanfiction.net account. User not found, of course. Let's see, how about their favorites? Any recent favorites? 2016? No? Wait, Art Fight? Okay, no, that would be way later. I mean, not way later, earlier. Don't think they're active anymore, I'm wanting to say. Because if their last activity was in 2015. Well, if I was doing the if I was doing this stream last year, then I would have definitely said that they were active, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't know if they had any other accounts, but it looks like they use the same username, so I can go off from there. No, that's not what I wanted to use. This YouTube account does not seem like the... Wait a minute. My god, this does look like an old YouTube account. But yeah, I'm not finding much. Oh, and they have another one. Team Soaring Heart. We got Vapor the EV, probably going to be a Vaporeon. And then Rai, is that a Raichu? Okay. Okay. Raimundo, what a name. Riolu! That was not the Pokemon I was expecting, okay. Also, I missed out on the story. It's very personal and involves a sister gone mentally insane. And they're rogues. I'm just her best friend dragged into what she wanted. Alright, so Vapor's got Tackle, Bite, Scratch, and Leer, low-level moveset. And the Riolu's got Force Palm, Reversal, Poison Jab, and Protect. That was not a moveset that I was expecting. I don't know. Would this be a standard Riolu moveset? I feel like it would be. Another one! Kurokaze. And now we get an Absol! Who's named after a Pokemon. Aaron the Absol. That sounds like some stuff that a kid would do on their Pokemon games to try and trick their friends. Like, yeah, I got an Aeron on my team. And then they just pull out a Tyranitar. And they go like, they do troll face IRL. I don't really have a tale to tell. I was an egg adopted and later on in my life formed a detective agency with my best friend who's gone missing, and I've yet to tell his sister for fear of being gutted. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so Aaron the Absol. That's that still feels so funny to me. Like, what kind of messed up parents did you have to name yourself after another Pokemon? That's what I feel like someone would ask them. Razor Wind, Taunt, Ice Beam, and Charge Beam. That is an interesting moveset right there. Burning Flower. Grass and Fire type. Eevee and Cyndaquil. Yep, I probably can tell from the profile picture that they were supposed to be a Leafeon. Linnae, I think that's what that name is. There's an accentuated E here. And Nino, the Cyndaquil. Okay. Oh my god, fun real life. My god. Yes, my name is French. Thank you. You were really good at following the template. I forgot if there's a way to like say a letter with an accent in it. I think the only letter I know of that is pronounceable, and this is the only letter I know, it's Enya, and it's the N with the squiggle on top of it. It's used in Spanish words and names. And I think for an example, let's say this N right here had an Enya in it, then it would be pronounced Nino instead of Nino. Yeah, I've never heard of that name either. Hold on, I'm trying to remember what Nino means. Okay, so it looks like it still means boy. Okay, so Okay, so this is Nino talking. Since I was born, I was always alone. But then they met Lene and fell in love. And then decided to have children. And she got an egg. And then Two Sneasel stole the egg. No, wait. No, wait. The her is an apostrophe, so this is not Lene. Okay, so Nino had a different wife. Okay. Okay, so the leader of the egg stealers was the Salamence. But his wife sacrificed herself. Story how Nino and Lene met is in Calorie MO. As I said in Calorie MO, oh my god. Author's notes within the story. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. I'm already forgetting. Nino is the Cyndaquil. Flamethrower, Dig, Flame Charge, Aerial Ace. Seems like a standard Cyndaquil moveset. I have already forgot what Lene was. Oh yeah, they were an Eevee that's meant to be a Leafeon. They got Bite, Quick Attack, Shadow Ball, and Iron Tail. Jade Crescendo. Oh, and they don't have a species listed here yet, so Flamethrower, Extrasensory, Energy Ball, Protect. This is going to be a Vulpix. Either a Vulpix or a Ninetales. Oh, Vulpix, I got it right, yep. Like, the easiest tell for me is Extrasensory, because if you pair that along with a Fire-type move, that is almost always guaranteed to be a Vulpix or a Ninetales. And this is pre-Gen 6, so no Delphox. Oh yeah, I forgot to check this. Oh yeah! I forgot about that too. Oh, they have a YouTube channel. Oh! I think this is German? Their last post was on YouTube was 2020, where they played League of Legends, and then League of Legends, Call of Duty, (2018) here. Don't see much else. Warriors of Time. Also, hey, I recognize that. That type of avatar. What was it called? Mlem or Lick? It was a DeviantArt leg thing. Hold on. Yeah, the lick icon. My god, was this really from the same year as PMDE? Oh my god. This little mark of internet history was made in the same year that PMDE started. Wow. Anyway, we got lizards, Bim, and Jace. Those are names. Oh my god, this formatting. Someone got a cigarette? And of course Callahan is like, dispose of it. My god. How many times did you press enter on these? Or did you put this on a Word document and then copy it from there? No, wait, that couldn't be right. Yeah, what happened to the formatting here? Like, there's so much space in between each paragraph that you can make a yo mama joke out of it. Okay, so Jace... There is no leader. They came across the ocean, that's it. And they're rescuers. B! We love HTML. I have nothing to add to what he said beyond asking, do you know of any good single... They want all the single ladies. Warriors of Time, here we go. Jace the Bagon and Bim the Charmander. Oh wow, yep, those are lizards, alright. Oh! Remember, one is a Bagon. Headbutt, Bite, Rage, and Hydro Pump. Yeah, those are definitely Bagon movesets. I was not expecting Hydro Pump on there. Do they even know that? I need to check. Gen 5 decks. Hydro Pump is an egg move. Who do they learn this from? What? Huh? Okay, so I guess they just get it from the Kingdra line, Gyarados, and Melodic. That's what it says. And as for Dragon Dance, Brick Breakout, Rage, and Flare Blitz, this definitely sounds like the moveset of I'm trying to find the name of a specific archetype. I don't know, you got some really strong moves in here, and also Dragon Dance. Oh my god, more of these HTML stuff is leaking through. You got B, font, span. The file is a bit weird. I think it's because of the WPS to HTML conversion. What the heck is a WPS file? Last post was in 2016. Nothing here. Don't think they're active. Oh my god. Word document jump scare. So we got Abigail and an unknown assailant. Assailant. Is that the right word? I don't know, No, it's not an assailant. It's a different word that starts with the letter A, but I don't have time to look that up. Harris. Then they're the Western Orients. Still have no idea who Harris is. Did they say who Abigail was? No, Harris is the Dino. So who is Abigail then? No letter replacing in the swords, but the O in Orient should be capitalized along with the first letter in the other words. What other words are there? The Western, I guess those are two other words. Why not just say all the words should be capitalized? Okay, Abigail is an Abra. Okay. That's interesting. They get massive headaches if they use their powers a lot. Oh, and apparently their psychic powers seem stronger than normal, as well as their physical attack. So you just have 31 in your physical and special IVs. Damaged more by special attacks and ghost attacks. Okay. Do have a bit of an issue with planning though, and I generally like to charge in and hope for the best. Born the daughter of an Alakazam and Metacham. Had an accident in which they hurt their head. Or hurt their head is what they meant to say. Apparently some villagers were getting hostile towards her. That's strange. Then they found a Xatu who didn't trust them at first. No? Okay, so they just found the Xatu by chance, twice. Then they heard of Tao and started heading towards there. Then they somehow pissed off some Bannettes. And then Hera saved her. And then Abigail invited him to go to Tao, and then they went to join the Rogues Guild. Okay. And as for Harris, they remember that their parents were a Hydreigon and a Garchomp. And then their parents just left and dropped them off to some Haxorus. And those Haxorus were racist, okay. Okay, so one of their moves is Earth Power, that's good to know. And they have the power of echolocation with Earth Power, okay. This story is interesting. Never heard of using Earth Power as echolocation before. Why does that kind of remind me of Toph from Avatar The Last Airbender, though? Alright, so... the Abra has Fire Punch, Psyshock, Teleport, and Charge Beam. They have Charge Beam, they don't have a move that can take advantage of the special attack increase from that move, except for itself. Because I think Psyshock deals physical damage. Or well, it's a special move that deals damage to their defense. It's confusing, I know, but... Wait, actually then Psyshock would take advantage of it, actually. I don't know why I'm confusing Psyshock. I've been confusing Psyshock for a physical move, because it deals damage to defense instead of special defense. And then for Dino, looks like a pretty standard Dino moveset right here. Earth Power, Dragon Pulse, Crunch, and Roar. And that's it. Oh, the last post was a task on 2013. What? That is weird. PMD closing down my plans for the Western Orient. Let's see what they had to say. Here's what I would have done with the characters. Abigail becomes an alcoholic! Oh my god! Oh my god! Man, I think this is one of the only times I've ever seen anyone have like future plans for their OCs related to PMD-Explorers, and not like an entirely different group or uh, or like their own thing. Man, they even have a final status and different movesets for their Pokemon. Man, it's a shame they didn't get to realize their true potential. But still, what a sentence to start with, where someone becomes an alcoholic and they have to try and become sober. What? Oh, it's a Combi. I thought that was a Dodrio, because it said bird Pokemon. So there you have a bird. One of them is named Katrina. One of them is named Leah. Okay. So one of them has to be a Doduo. I'm guessing Katrina is the Combi and Leah is the Doduo. And they're the team Talking Heads. Man, imagine if they had a Dino on the team, which became his Wireless. And then they're a rogues group. And they don't have much of a story. Let's see, Combi's got Gust, Sweet Sense, and Bug Bite, standard Combi moveset, as if Combi could have any other moveset. And then the Doduo's got Peck, Quick Attack, Assurance, and Hidden Power. Huh. Hidden Power has always seemed like an interesting move to include in a Mystery Dungeon themed moveset. I kind of recognize this profile picture. I think it's because of this team. Yeah, Team Briar. So they have an art app for one group, one team, and then a written app for another team. I think I took a look at them already in the art streams. 4-4. TDPS. Why does it feel like I've heard of this name before? So anyway, we got William, the Charmander, Ace the Riolu, which already sounds like a standard PMD team, Dawn, a Shieldon, and an Egg. Let's see. William's got Fire Fang, Fire Spin, Aerial Ace, and Rock Smash, standard Charmander moveset. Ace has Quick Attack, Force Palm, Iron Tail, and Endure, standard Riolu moveset. Dawn's got Tackle, Ancient Power, Metal Burst, and Stone Edge. That's an interesting Shieldon moveset. You got Tackle there for high power points. And then the fourth member is an Egg. It ain't got moves. Yeah, they put their application stuff at the top first, and then the story at the bottom. So we don't gotta do any guessing. And it's pronounced as A's. Okay, I'm starting to get thirsty. I need to get some Capri Sun. Alright, so I instead ended up getting a glass of milk because I guess I wanted that instead. But still, I need to drink some. So what does TDPS stand for? Team damage per second? I don't know. Okay, so we got a friend group for the first part. This is William. They had 2 friends, Jane, a Cubone, and a John, a Squirtle. We got Jane Doe and John Doe. And they were kind of like family. They wanted to meet a Wingle, I guess, so they got a berry for the Wingle, and then they tried to fly on the Wingle. And then apparently Ace found them in the forest. And then it was taken by a team called Team Viper. I don't think that team has anything related to the guilds. And they're rescuers. And as for Ace, lived with their parents and a twin brother and 3 older sisters, and moved out of their family's home to live at the beach. And then they saw William falling from the sky and thought that was a shooting star, so they made a wish. Oh, and then they also have a Psyduck friend named Sai who would draw pictures to communicate. Okay, now we're just getting more names. Chi and Axel. 2. Chi joined Myeon's team. And then we get Dawn. Probably hatched from an egg. And they're mute. Okay, so they found him in the jungle. In the past? So they just found him in the... Okay, yeah, now that I think about it, having eggs be... Having tasks in the past reward eggs and Pokemon and stuff, now it kind of feels weird to me, because you're like bringing Pokemon from the past into the present. Isn't there some like weird time shenanigans that happen there when... I don't know, it just feels like that. Like, I feel like if I were to do that, I would probably piss off some time gods or something. And then they got an egg. Oh my god, it's Sapphire Luna, hi! I did not know they had a writing app. I only knew they had a, wait. Oh my god, Mishu! And Upa, wait! Hold up. They had a writing app before? Oh my god, that's really interesting, wow. I only knew that they had an art app because they made a lot of art and even flashes. I even mentioned making a video for them to post on one of their old PMDE flashes that they didn't upload then. But, wow. Man, sometimes you just find out stuff. And oh yeah, they are rogues. That is right. So I remember from the Flash that they were going to the casino, if I remember correctly, to be performers. And then at the end of that Flash, they had a confrontation with Devonshire, if I remember correctly. And of course, Upa can only say Upa, so... Then Tama was hatched during Sapling Village. Okay. Yeah, art app. Yeah, here it is. I remember looking at this. Yeah, it got cute art here. The Woopa that loves their hat. Yeah, not much. I don't think I can tell you that we don't have to. My English is fucking up anyway. I don't think I have to say that they're active because we already know at this point that they are active. Writing app. Well, that already installs Alright, so Cyndaquil and a Cleffa. Oh. God, I wish I could recall all of the Pokemon animations that I watched growing up. Again, I wish I could remember. Wait, so who is who? Aaliyah with 2 A's. And then we got Maia. Wait, so who is who? I'm guessing Maia is the Cleffa because they're not speaking much, and Aaliyah is the Cyndaquil. And it looks like Aaliyah is very pissed that she has to deal with Callahan. And apparently, Callahan recognizes them. What an interesting thing to add to your personal lore. Taolon. And they are Team Blitz, okay. Apparently, according to this personal lore, Callahan is familiar with Aaliyah's father. Which, given Callahan's lore of living for a very long time, it would make sense. I mean, he knew Devonshire for a long time, and then also knew about Agave. So yeah, that actually sounds believable. Let's see, electric Pokemon intimidate them. And they don't like living in their father's shadow. They're best friends with Maia. And then Maia's house got destroyed by a storm. And they're a Rogues Guild team. Oh, I got the names right. So, Aaliyah... Where are the moves? Has flamethrower, smokescreen, swift, and quick attack. Standard Cynical moveset right there, even down to smokescreen. Gotta make him a whiffer. And as for Maya, they got Metronome, Sweet Kiss, Lovely Kiss, and Headbutt. A lot of kissing moves, and then you got Metronome, based Metronome user. Oh, that was their last post? They have a fanfiction.net account. Profile updated in 2021. Trying to see what their last updated story was. It was in 2019. Huh. It's hard to tell with fanfiction.net accounts. Let's see, favorite stories. Do they have a... Let's see. Got a few favorite stories on here that were updated recently. One of them was on May 8th and one was on February 14th. But at the same time, they were published on like May of 2020 and February 2022. Yeah, it's like, it is difficult to tell. I guess there's like a hint of activity on here, but it's like very difficult to tell for sure. Oh my god. The PETA Pokemon game, Just Desserts. Wait, is that? Oh, this is a Nuzlocke. Okay. I thought this was a different Gardevoir character belonging to a different Pokemon story that was infamous. Cubchoo and Trapinch, interesting duo already. So we got... Benny is the Trapinch, and Jerry is the Cubchoo. Benny and Jerry. Ben and Jerry. Ice cream. And it looks like the Cubchoo sneezes a lot. Someone get him some allergy medicine. Private Benny, okay. So they're an army LARPer, I see. God, the amount of times I've seen army LARPs on the internet, it's astounding how many there are. There were a lot on Roblox. There were a few on Gary's mod. Man, that army stuff has to be very popular. I mean, like, World of Tanks is popular. Let's see. Benny wanted to be like their big brother, who rescued people in the desert and helped people. And his brother died from being poisoned by a Scorpy. Just one little Scorpy, didn't have any peach berries, and then dead. So they wanted to honor their brother by becoming a rescuer. That's actually pretty sweet. Let's see. Jerry is always sick. And apparently their systems alleviate by getting to warmer places. Which is interesting because they're an ice type. And then they left their hometown because they were causing trouble with sneezing. We got a really conflicting Cubchoo over here, where the coldness is making them sick, but the warmness is making them feel better while also being not very good for them. So our Trapinch pal has got Dig, Crunch, Sand Tomb, and Earthquake standard Trapinch moveset. Cubchoo's got Powder, Snow, Rest, Frost Breath, and Sleep Talk. Oh, a move that complements Rest. Good. Sleep Talk is the one that lets you randomly use a move, right? I'm trying to remember if that is. Yeah. I also like how Sleep Talk has a list of moves that it cannot use, but Rest isn't one of those. Like, why is Rest not on there? There's quite a few moves on here. Like, they're mostly 2-turn moves. And then you got some that are like, you got Mirror Move, Metronome, Me First. Would make sense that Uproar is on here. Also, Struggle is on here, even though that's not a move you can have in your moveset. So interesting that it's on that list. So yep. Let's see. Last post was in 2017. It was related to a Pokemon Ranger group. Something personal and bad happened. I don't know when I'll be back. Sorry. Oh. Well, I don't think they're active anymore, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna leave it there for the night, because I'm already starting to get tired. Let's see, I think tomorrow will either be... If there is no Freak Fortress Friday, then it will be applications, but I'm starting to take more breaks with the applications, with the PMD anniversary stuff, so... Friday will likely... I'm getting back in the groove of Freak Fortress Friday and stuff. So anyway, good night. And, oh, that's right, I don't have that song downloaded. I wanted to end it off with a, with that Usher remix of Scooby-Doo, but whatever. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta see if I... 2.9k views, Jesus Christ! I take one day to make a shitpost Mugen character